At the end of a memorable 2021 season, the maiden Formula 1 was won by none other than Max Verstappen. The season-ending Abu-Dhabi GP was a kind of question that had to do little to dull the Dutchman's accomplishments. His Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez had a crucial role in Verstappen's title win. Perez had an up-down debut season. However, Verstappen owes a little bit of his win to this Mexican's defensive driving. What's interesting is that Verstappen contends this fact. For defending against Lewis Hamilton, Max dubbed one of the legends on team radio Checo, and now his teammate is being given a name. Verstappen mocked him by saying that he's the Minister of Defense now. Apparently, that too on a YouTube video released by Red Bull's racing channel. Perez was also showered with praise by team principal Christian Horner in the video. Horner also acknowledged Perez by saying that he was a good teammate this year and the coordination between them is commendable. He also remarked that Max owes a beer to Sergio for the Abu Dhabi win. The new champion assured us that he's going to pay for many beers and it's going to be too good. During the Mexican GP, it was Perez who should be given a massive thanks for driving the support of Red Bull. Verstappen and Horner reflected on this. When they got there, the fans were already ecstatic. Obviously, there were a lot of Checo fans, but now, having him on the team, Red Bull was everywhere. Sergio was told by Red Bull not to compete with Verstappen for the lead in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Until lap 15, Perez had a very strong Azerbaijan GP. He was super active and fast all through the weekend, and Verstappen was outqualified by him twice in a row. Although he started from P2 in the race, when the race started, he made an immediate jump from the pole sitter Leclerc. Since then, Perez has led the race. Leclerc was brought in by Ferrari for an early pit stop after Carlos Sainz's DNF. For this, Verstappen was placed right behind P2, and fans anticipated how Red Bull would react to this because the gap between them was just 15 points. Verstappen came within Perez's DRS range on lap 15 and, on turn 1, comfortably got past him. The team asked Perez not to put up a fight through a radio message, which was soon revealed. This annoyed a lot of people, especially his fans, because they thought that this 32-year-old driver was again asked to step down to let Verstappen win. To put in Baku on Sunday, Perez was the first among the two Red Bull drivers. Disappointing Racing Point drivers, it came out to be a slow stop. More than 5 seconds were taken to change the tires, and unfortunately, he lost it to Verstappen. Events after events affected Perez's race and ended his chance of winning the Azerbaijan GP. The fans were extremely unhappy, turned to Twitter and bashed Red Bull for allegedly ruining his race. Perez was battling with traction before the Leclerc pit stop, as suggested by the Ferrari engineer. Red Bull had no other option but to swap positions up front because some fans anticipated that the Mexican driver took too much time to change the tires in the front stint. Perez sat next to Verstappen for Red Bull Racing, breaking the curse. It secured his first win. Palmer remarked this kind of result shouldn't be expected every week. Red Bull Racing has been looking for an eligible partner for Verstappen ever since Ricciardo left in 2018. Pierre Gasly and Albon were unable to stop him from getting into car fights at the front. However, since Perez's arrival, that seems to be more prosperous. This Dutchman was a topic of a bit of laughter in Holland as he said he would require at least 5 matches to get used to his new squad. Sergio is living up to his terms. In race number 6, he snatched the success after he was already in next place before the wreck of Verstappen before Lewis Hamilton. Palmer was straightforward enough to mention that Perez won't be able to continue his form every weekend, and the former F1 driver doesn't think it is to be important as well. He also declared that Max is a top-class driver and Perez won't be able to keep up with him consistently. He also was sure of the fact that there would be weekends where Perez won't be that good, and had Perez been in form all the time, he would have been a multiple-time champion himself. Both Verstappen and Perez are going to compete for the 2022 F1 season for the Drivers' Championship. However, according to sources, the main objective of the two drivers is their team's success. Due to their unmatchable chemistry, Perez and Verstappen did a fairly great job in the 2021 F1 season, where Max was announced the champion of the world. Till now, they are shown as the best teamwork, and both the drivers maintain a very good relationship among them, even though this year there will be no difference between the first driver and the second driver. That sums up as none of the drivers having a supporting role. After the Spanish GP, where Sergio was asked to step down by the Red Bull engineers to let Verstappen acquire the first position. Even though the Mexican showed a commendable performance on the track for quite some time, it was the talk of the town because it irritated the Aztec pilot, and it was foreseen that his association with his mate would alter. The rumors were denied by the Red Bull senior advisor Helmut Marko, especially after Sergio extended the contract with the team till 2024. Marko said Verstappen is a lot more confident and is relaxed to have such a skilled partner. Marko was really excited to have Perez and Verstappen as his drivers. Both of them have Red Bull in the priority and the Constructors' Championship with 235 points, leaving the fact that they couldn't score a single point in the first race of the season due to some unfortunate technical problems in their cars. The two drivers talked about how they have a good relationship even after Perez's victory in the Monaco GP, ignoring the fact that at this moment they're competing for the World Championship with Verstappen leading, grabbing 125 points, and Perez having won 10 points, acquiring the third position. The Chiefs are fooled that they are still in love, dissipating any controversial rumors. The Dutchman announced drivers could tactically deliver it into the wall, which would obstruct the path and accentuate the red flag. Perez lost restraint at the tight turn 8, shoving into the obstacle and eradicating the rear of his car. Minutes later, Carlos Sainz also spun at the exact nuke and obtained the Red Bull. The disaster obstructed the course and deterred everyone from improving their times. Seen as a top dog at the Red Bull, Verstappen was defending the F1 championship, but Sergio reminded him that he had the potential to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Both the teammates have promised to maintain a very good relationship if they are battling for the Formula 1 title this year. By finishing third ahead of his nearest rival Charles Leclerc at the Monaco Grand Prix, Verstappen leads the championship by a few points. His Ferrari rival peaked set to succeed in the race, but his opportunities were scuppered by an expensive pit stop error made by his squad. Perez was the one who undercut Carlos Sainz, the Ferrari driver, to take the lead and went on to secure the third position in the F1. It was such a proud moment for the Mexican and evidence also for the Red Bull that he is skilled enough to win races when Verstappen fails. Since his failure at the Bahrain curtain raiser, he's been consistent enough this year. Within the 6 races, Perez has managed to complete 4 of them. Perez has won inside the top 4 of all 6 races. In 4 events, he has stood on the platform, completing the second 3 times before earning his way onto the prime step in Monte Carlo. That consistency has discerned the man from Guadalajara pole to within just 15 points of his teammate after the first 7 rounds of the season. It has also resulted in several beginning to absolutely contemplate him as a 2022 title adversary, alongside Verstappen and Leclerc. Asked about the current circumstance in a post-race press committee in Monaco, both drivers looked loosened up when affirming that a title battle would not result in their decent relationship turning stale. While teammates are presumed to work jointly, huge egos and the bait of coming to be the world champions have directed plenty of intra-team pursuits in the past. Lewis Hamilton is no outsider to such acting, having endured experimenting relationships with the fancies of Fernando Alonso and Nico Rosberg in history. The current bad blood at Red Bull was between Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, just as the squad came to the vanguard as the powerful troop in the athletics between 2010 and 2013. While Vettel won 4 world records in a row, the Australian felt he was never bestowed the same opportunity for achievement by the team's hierarchy. Perez is indeed a blessing in Verstappen's life, and some circumstances prove it too. He's no doubt a very talented driver and has the potential to soar the heights. Hit like, share and subscribe for more such related videos. Don't forget to turn on post notifications.